Taking a look at the Euro USD, so hitting the support area on the weekly chart, kind of, if we break, next target would be around here. So here, kind of a bearish trend. If we check the daily again, here this consolidation pattern at the moment, not too much going on. Checking the 4-hour chart, so here kind of resistance and support area. And here this pretty bearish downtrend, which means it looks like we could still continue to go here in this movement before going lower. That being the case, I would still here look for shorts somewhere around here. Depends what kind of trading strategy you have. If you're scalping, you could enter also below the support area, resistance area, whatever. Here also, what is being formed at the moment, kind of a bit of a triangle, which could look like something like this. So this means that there could be a potential breakout, maybe to the downside with a retest and then going lower. Since this pattern could be a triangle to the downside, I mean, it could shoot up as well, but for now I'm targeting more to the downside. Taking a look at the 1-hour chart. So here pretty much these highs and these lows, something like this. Here a bit of a trend line, which is about to be broken very soon. Taking a look at the 30-minute chart. So here, pretty simple. Here is this uptrend. If we take a look at the 50-minute chart again, kind of an uptrend here with move to the upside here, kind of a consolidation pattern, and now here we are breaking these lows. So potentially what we want to look at is here this if we add the CCI as well, and here kind of a double top. If we check the 30-minute chart again, so here kind of a double top. If we add maybe the RSI as well, so here on the not much going on here on the 1-hour chart maybe. So on the 1-hour chart, here is the double top, and here the divergence on the CCI, the RSI, as well as the MACD, and here on the 1-hour chart, the MACD after forming the divergence here is at the moment trading below the middle line, the 0 level. So here we will break lower potentially. So here higher lows, higher highs, and now this consolidation pattern with a double top. So initially I would look here for a break below this point, and then a retest to around here, and the trade for scalpers, so for smaller time frame traders, would look something like this. So this is what I would watch out for here at the moment on the 50-minute chart. So if we draw quickly, if we get rid of all those kind of things, Here what happens often if we, well, the trend line here a little bit dirty, so if we break these lower higher low, then what often happens is a retest to the previous support area somewhere around here. And this is where I would look for entries and then target all the way down. If we check the 1 minute chart as well, what you can see here is, well, looks like not much. So pretty much here this uptrend, now this consolidation pattern. So if you find an entry here, I would go for a short. So this was the Euro USD, checking the GBP USD as well. Get rid of all these things here. The daily hit this resistance zone and pulled back. Here we broke this uptrend. So retest and pulled lower ever since. Here this bearish trend still ongoing. Forward chart kind of retesting this resistance area here. Well, obviously after the break we always go back to retest the previous low or support zone that we broke. So this is here, which means potentially if we see a rejection here going lower again, so maybe here looking for shorts. Let me check the 1 hour chart. Here at the moment, not much of a movement, but what could happen here, some kind of move to the upside here from a bullish flag that reaches new highs. So the next level would, the next target would be here, and this could lead, well, to the upside. So the trade here would look something like this, before going lower at some point if this trend to the downside continues. But this would be some kind of trade to take into consideration here. Maybe we pull back to here, then the entry would be around here somewhere. 50-minute chart. Well, at the moment still in this bullish flag. Or you see a breakout with a bullish candlestick, enter the candlestick and go to the upside. But this was the look at GBPUSD, Euro, Japanese yen as well. What's going on here on the forward chart? So here pretty much on this downtrend now, on this trend line to the downside here. So if we see a breakout, the trend will turn around. Let's check the daily and weekly real quick. Well, next target would be around here maybe. 4-hour chart. Here kind of seeing this uptrend and now here this break again to the upside. So it looks like we will continue to go higher maybe. 1 hour chart, here we try to break this resistance zone. He had a pretty bullish candlestick, so if we see a engulfing bullish candlestick breaking this support line, maybe a retest, then I would go for a buy. Otherwise, this could still turn into a move to the downside, but for now, so here kind of this breakout on the trend line, retest and now going higher. 50-minute chart. If we can see a bullish move above the resistance line, then I would go for buys. But initially the trend looks bearish, so the buy wouldn't be a too great of a trade. Probably this line, as I said, here around. So initially it could look something like this, and then maybe we could head lower. Since we broke here in this downtrend, what is going on here? So we broke this downtrend here the first time. This was kind of false breakout. As you saw, we pulled back and now we are really breaking out, which means now here this support resistance zone is being kind of broken above and retested. So the next goal will be something like this. So this is the move for Euro Japanese yen. Taking a look at the GBP GJ. So we broke here again, false breakout, and here this kind of a real breakout. We check the weekly and what else is there? Kind of an uptrend still forming here, this bearish movement. Now pulling higher again. Monthly chart. Checking the daily chart again. So here looks like we will go higher to at least here. 4-hour chart, kind of the same here. The RSI pulled lower and this candlestick looks bullish, so looks like we will head up towards the upside. Not quite sure if I'm interested in doing anything here at the moment. This could also turn into a double bottom, double top with a bearish divergence. So if we see a break, then we will go lower, since this could still turn into a bearish move. But at the moment it looks like we are trying to break above and target some kind of new levels. So here on the 30-minute chart, here this kind of uptrend. And here this kind of consolidation pattern. So here is a break above it, and here kind of the retest. So maybe we get another pullback, and then it looks like we will head higher from here. Yeah, so here it is pretty bullish. Yeah, looks like we will go higher. Bullish candlestick breaking the resistance line here, kind of a retest. Here maybe a little bit of a double top with a bearish divergence to pull back maybe again, but it looks like we will head higher here. Kind of a pullback, so initially the move looks up for now. So yeah, GJ will target at least these levels here.